RAWCHAA, YAHAWAH, RAWCHAA, YAHAWASHI, RAWCHAA, YAHAWAH, RAWCHAA, YAHAWASHI, RAWCHAA, YAHAWAH, RAWCHAA, YAHAWASHI. Call Halalim, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock of Israel. Shalom and salutation to all you Akim out here that's pushing the words of truth and sincerity. Our spiritual teachers out there. Shalom to all the elect Akim and Akwab, scattered Israelites and Israelite foreigners. So we're going to start it off by the topic title today is going to be,
it says the same book that predicted cargo slavery predicts this next.
You know, when you got somebody in this world that could predict something, you know, people liken that guy to like a prophet. People are amused with anything this person says. This is a guy, Michael Burry. He had a movie that came out on him. It was called The Big Short. And Michael Burry is just a American investor. It says hedge fund manager and physician. He founded the hedge fund Scion Capital, which ran from 2000 until 2008, before closing it to focus on personal investments. But this dude was known, and they made a movie about him because he was able to predict that the mortgage crisis of 2007 would ruin the housing market. And he made, it says, over 100 million for himself, 700 million for his investors. And he was able to predict that downturn in the market that was called the crash housing bubble of 2008. And after that, he became like a popular person for everybody. All the economists would go to him and they learn from him and try to figure out what's going to happen next. So anytime in history where there's been somebody who's been able to predict a future event, they get all type of praises. Look at the name Nostradamus. You type that name up, all type of Nostradamus predicted this, predicted that. People love good predictions, especially when it comes to their money, their society, so forth and so on. However, the scripture's been predicting. It's been there. It's been that guy. It's been that person. It's been that book. It's been that word. And so we have plenty of predictions that came to pass, and a few that's, you know, many that's to come, right? But many has already come to pass. Matter of fact, that's one of the things that Ezra was asking Uriel, I believe, where he asked him, like, you know, show me the signs of the end. You know, Ezra wanted to know. All the prophets want to know the signs of the end. That's what a prophet is. All Israel want to know the signs of the coming of the Lord. The Lord said he gave Israel and Jacob his statutes and commandments. So we know he's dealing with us directly. And he gave us these prophets and these men that tell us about whether to go to war or whether not to. We a nation that's been dealing with prophets since the inception. And so how much more now when we have this book, returning back to the Lord, again, waking up, right? Taking off those filthy garments, you know, renewing our minds daily. How much more now do we need to know what the Lord is predicting based upon his prophets of old? And so we're going to jump into a few of these things. So what you got first?
I got one for you real quick. Isaiah 62:6.
Oh, if I may. Yep. Ezra was asking Uriel, like, when's it going to be the end, you know, the end of it all? And he said, of course, he said Jacob is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob's the beginning of it that follow. But the angel Uriel also told him that, you know, it's like a fire kindled already. It's basically like a fire where there's smoke, you know. So you notice a fire, big fire is coming, being that the Third World War, nuclear destruction. But there's gonna be smoke. Smoke tell you that it's a fire somewhere around. So there's all type of situation happening right now that's leading to World War III. And all the prophets and brothers have been speaking on them. You got Russia over there in Africa. What does that situation mean? They just forgave Africa all this billions of dollars of debt, and now them countries are turning right and left to Africa. You got Russia over there with Brazil pushing for that BRICS movement. What is all this? What's coming? You got the two different the NATO EU, the beast over here, and then you got Russia with the bear, Ezekiel 38, 37 coming to pass over there. What does this all mean? You know, what does the CBDC talk all mean? It's all prophets. It's all showing you that the prophecy of the scripture is about to come to pass. Go ahead.
Yep, Isaiah 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold